What is up, guys? So today we're gonna redo my dash cam setup. The current setup right now is just a little dual cheapo dash cam from Amazon mounted to the windshield, and then I've got the Dongar technology USB splice. Basically, it goes to the back of the mirror. We're gonna see if we can reuse that. We are going to mount it to the rear. This way. We are going to mount it to the rear view mirror now with this mount that I found on Amazon. It's available. It comes with, so many different options. You just kind of got to find one that fits. You might have to modify it depending on your camera. I had to modify mine a little bit just because I don't think it fit correctly. But the reason I'm doing this, I'm switching the camera up a little bit. We'll try this 70 MI, whatever they call it, see how good the quality is. I mean, it's dash cam, so it's all the same anyways. But the reason I'm switching is because I do want to tint the windshield, and I don't want anything attached to the windshield. I was messing around, and I actually put a suction cup mount on the sun strip there, and I peeled the tint, and I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna retint the windshield anyways with ceramic to help with the heat. So we're gonna pop this one off. I know it works, and I know that there's a mount in here for the current camera, but we're gonna just not go with that. We're gonna try this new setup and see what happens. So let me show you how I do it. Okay, so here is the Dongar Tech adapter. So this right here you see connects to the back of the mirror. This USB thing connects here and it's spliced into a T. So you pull this out, connect it in there, and leaves a USB port. Right? In the box came a couple wires. Now I can already tell you that the new camera uses micro USB. This is old school mini USB, so I'm gonna have to use the micro USB that came in the box because I have the short one at my desk at work. So we'll swap that out later. But for now, that's what we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna get started. Apologies, I'm dealing with the cold. Every time I shoot a video, I have a freaking cold. But first things first, we're gonna mount this on the mirror. It's really, really simple. You just loosen this up and it gives you all the flexibility. You can loosen this up too to give you flexibility on the base. You pop the tops off and then you just sandwich it in to the mirror arm there, and then you adjust it where you want it and tighten it all down. So let's do that and I'll come right back. Alright, so this is what the mounted camera looks like. It does sit a little low, and of course the cable is going to route here. But I can kind of adjust things a little bit, reroute everything up, and then I can just I got this little Velcro. Where's it at? There it is. I got these little Velcro ties to kind of button it all up, but that's kind of the end product here. Now we're just going to connect it and test out the app and everything and kind of see how it looks like, and then we can kind of adjust it. This is 2 ball mounts here, so you can kind of go further up, loosen it and all that. We'll just adjust it, see where we want it, and see what it looks like. So yeah, here it is, kind of adjusted. That's what the camera looks like. Here's what it will look like when you're driving. Sticks out a little bit, but you can kind of mess with it and mount it however you want. But I'm doing this that way nothing's permanently attached anywhere, and then I can still tilt my windshield. The other reason I want to do it is if I use a sunshade. The current way, when it was mounted there, literally sandwiched the camera with the reflective sunshade and it melted the camera. So that's something I want to kind of avoid too. So, but yeah, that's kind of how it looks right now, and we're gonna keep going. Okay, so the one thing you have to point out on this, that I have to point out on this, the one thing I want to point out on this is not every camera will work off of the USB Dongar mount, and here's why. You can only get so much power voltage through this from the mirror to power the camera. This one here that I used, so I can get better, was enough, right? It's powered on when I started the car and power right off, and it had enough juice with that mount here. Excuse me. But not every camera will work. I opted not to go with a camera with a screen on it because, to be honest, I don't need a screen. I'm not going to look at it. And two, as long as it has Wi-Fi or memory card, that's really all I need. It's just to record stuff that happens. I mean, I don't need to go look at it right away. If I can't do it on my phone, then I've got bigger problems to worry about. But my idea was, the ones with the screen were going to be probably drawing too much power. And it's really hard when you're on Amazon to get the exact specs of how much that particular camera pulls. I've found overbuying cameras over time, since there's not really, they all kind of use the same sensor, but the motherboards and circuit boards on these are all over the place. The information that's listed on the listing is usually not accurate unless you're on the big expensive ones like the ThinkWare and all those, the View cameras, the ones that are $200-300 bucks. Another option too is you can just see how much wire I've got, run it, fish it through, plug it in somewhere. We could do all that, but we're going to test this out. If it doesn't work, we'll end up doing that. That's fine. But I'm trying to make it as an easy plug-and-play solution without having to hide a bunch of wires everywhere and, you know, run this hidden somewhere. I'm just trying to make it clean. That's all I'm trying to do. So, okay, so I'm in the car. It's 95 degrees. I got no air conditioning. Rolled the windows up, and the reason for it is I got a super loud exhaust. It's working. I'm going to start it up, and I'll put the microphone towards the camera so you can hear what's going on.
Show My is turned on. Please connect to your mobile phone to activate it. Please insert SD card.
So that confirms that we're getting enough power. I'm going to turn the freaking air on now because it is hot. I'm going to pair up everything, and I'll probably insert a video from my phone so you can see what it looks like. And the app and everything. And I guess it's called Show My. Somehow 70MAI spells Show My, but, you know, I'm not going to question it. I barely know English as it is. So, we are back. The Wi-Fi, let's open the...
Please format SD card.
Yeah, sure.
Abnormal time detected. Please calibrate the time manually.
Click the power button and Ash. Okay. Sure. Not reading any of this crap. Alright, so there we go. So that's what it looks like, and like I said, we can kind of adjust. Oh, I don't want to do that. See what I'm doing here? I can adjust things just by turning and twisting up, tighten that up. Right, Taylor, let's do this here. There we go. See, I want to make that a little taller there. Yeah, that works. I mean, it's got enough wide angle, right? Alright, so camera's connected. It's got enough juice, so I just got to get the smaller cable. And then, I mean, this is what the phone looks like. You already saw a screen of it. Yeah, and that's basically it. So, here, let me show you what I bought. So, I bought the whatever, Shumi 70 bullet style camera. And then a mounting kit by Sportway. Now there's a bunch of different mounting kits out there. Most of them come with a lot of these different style of connectors. Just depends on the camera you're going to use, right? You might have to modify it. Literally, mine only came with the only option that would work is by using this double-sided tape mount. None of these connectors worked except for one flat one, but I basically had to modify the base of that by sanding down the edges to fit it in, and that was it, right? Because the one, this one here, the holes didn't line up. But I mean, you can mess with it, right? GoPro mounts, you can figure it out. I'm in it 45 bucks for the mount and the camera. I'm sorry, let me take that back. The camera was 40 bucks. This was 10 bucks, so it's 50. And the Dongar Tech is 30 bucks. What I would do is find a camera you like. They're all basically the same. Linus Tech Tips will show you. I mean, unless you know, spend the good money on the ThinkWares and stuff like that, the Black Views, 90% of the cameras are all the freaking same. Quality ain't much better than anything else. They're all Chinese apps anyways, so they're gonna steal your data anyways. But find what works for you. And this is a quick, easy solution to mount it temporarily or not permanently. In case you got a tinted windshield or you want to take it off, you can use this mount for radar detectors, whatever you want to do, right? This might power radar detectors too. It's on their website, so I'll link everything on the in the description, what I've used with the links. This wasn't a bad camera. The only thing that bugged me was whoever recorded their voice for the Chinese to English translation sucked, and it bugged the shit out of me. Plus, it was mounted straight to the windshield, and it got really hot. This gives me a little bit of room. This was a dual camera, so I recorded myself, but I mean, I'm kind of ugly, so it is what it is. Yeah, no, that's what I got for you guys. So, like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think. I shot this whole video on the Osmo Pocket 3. First time editing too, and then I just used a little microphone. Sorry again for the cold, but yeah. Thanks everybody, and this is for the Q50, Q60, and I'm sure you can make it work for any other car. So let me know what you guys need, and I'll see you on the next one.